Each year, the School of Communication recognizes students who've made these significant contributions both inside and outside of the classroom through academics, organizational leadership, class projects, contributions at an internship, work site, or a film set, and more. This is a day to show your family and friends, both those here and those here in spirit, all that you have accomplished throughout the year and how these experiences have shaped the leader you are to both the School of Communication and Loyola University Chicago communities. Students are nominated by faculty members for their outstanding contributions, both in the classroom, student organizations, involvement, internships, and professional experience as evidenced by their commitment to the underserved. This is really what makes us distinct here. The School of Communication Awards Committee evaluates these applicants based on how students' experiences have worked towards social justice. We are pleased to announce the winners of the Outstanding Student Awards for each of our majors and 2 of our master's programs. So, our Outstanding Major Awards. Each award is going to be presented by the faculty within the student's program. Presenting the award to get us started for Outstanding Student in Digital Media and Storytelling is John Goheen, Senior Professional in Residence. John, you want to come on up?
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, everyone. This award, this student I don't think knows that they're getting this award. Matter of fact, I had to ask another student to encourage them to attend this morning, so I hope they're out here. One of the things about the graduate programs that I really enjoy is we get a lot of international students. And with that comes the challenges of new cultures, the nuances of just coming to a new country. English often isn't their first language, so there's a lot of challenges that take place attending a school overseas. This particular student is, I reached out to some of the professors that she's had during the time that they were here, and they all agree, hardworking, creative, always has a smile, willing to just give it their all. So I'd like to announce the award for the Outstanding Student in Digital Media and Storytelling, and apologize ahead of time because with these students, sometimes their names are difficult to pronounce. Yunchi Xia.
All right, thank you. Good morning. I'm David Kamer. I'm the program director for the MS in Global Strategic Communication here at Loyola. And I'd like to set this up with just a little short story. The United States Coast Guard has a tall ship called the Eagle, and they sail it around the world in support of diplomatic activities. And the ship is as long as a football field, and it's 15 stories high. So if you could just look out this window, you would see the top of the tallest mast. It has 23 sails, comprising 22,000 square feet of surface area, a crew of 55, and holds 239 passengers. So the student who is being awarded today as our outstanding student has captained this ship. And she told me about how one beautiful early evening she took it in the harbor at the Canary Islands as the sun was setting. And remember, this is a big ship. And correct me if I'm wrong, ships don't have brakes, right? So this is the serious stuff. She has also trained more than 250 cadets to work crew on this ship. I'm probably not using the right terminology. And then in her daily job with the Coast Guard, she focuses on boat safety. And when you get on a boat, you're just happy, and you tend to not think about the worst thing that could happen. But of course, bad things do happen. So when you get on a water taxi or an architecture cruise or a private pleasure boat, you want to know that there's life jackets, that the boat has been inspected, things like that. And on the dark side of that, we have to think about things like alcohol-fueled collisions in the playpen, mechanical failures, drug runners, human trafficking. She has even had to do crisis communication for an oil spill in the Gulf of Mexico. So, of course, all of the Coast Guard is concerned about safety and enforcement, but you can't have compliance without effective communication. And that goes to not just the boat owners and the people that run the boats, but the people who willingly get on the boats expecting to have a nice day on the water. In addition, this student has been active in the community, interning for the Chicago Community Trust, helping to build a more just community. A lot of her work has been in Austin and North Lawndale. She has done communication to highlight new community centers in those neighborhoods, to raise awareness of minority developers in Bronzeville, and to create educational materials on the harm that comes to us all from segregation. And not related to this, but I just want to toss it out. WTTW has just launched a 4-part series called Shame of Chicago that deals with this very topic. So you might look for that on public TV. In the classroom, bringing intelligence, training, and discipline, an outstanding student discussion leader, support for other students, and outside of the classroom, eclectic interest, including curling, when you hurl that heavy stone across the ice, sometimes sweeping and sometimes not. So there's curling activities in Chicago. She plays the Celtic harp, and she's raising a beautiful family as well. She's got her hands full. I'm very proud to introduce Rachel Alt. And Rachel is here. This is for you. Let me take this off. Would you like to say a few words?
Yeah, well, thank you so much. I feel like I can't live up to that introduction of myself, but it's been great being here and seeing, the energy of Loyola. Like, I really chose this school because of the social justice mission. And so it's really just an honor to be here amongst all of you as well and see the other great things that people have done to really make this city a better place. And I do want to say the Shame of Chicago, which Dr. K just talked about, my internship actually did a lot of work with that documentary as well. And if you have a chance, it's really enlightening documentary series to watch. So plug in for that. And thank you so much.
Thank you, Rachel, and congratulations. Okay. Next up, I believe we have Dr. Pamela Morris from speaking on behalf of Ag Creative.
Thank you, David, and good morning. I'm Pam Morris. I'm Program Director for Advertising and Public Relations, Associate Professor, and it's my honor to give out the Outstanding Student Award for Advertising Creative. But before I reveal the name, I want to talk to you a little bit about the student, because I happen to have her in several of my classes. So I can talk distinctly about her. I'll just say that her creative talents are very unique and impressive. She, in my Digital Communication and Society class, had created an art piece which captured, for example, Irving Goffman's key concepts of self-presentation, another theory about social media as performance, Weber's social interactivity, and the resulting issues of mental health. She also provided a rationalization for using collage as a medium of communication, detailing how it could communicate the variety of concepts that she was portraying, its visual impact of this very important issue, as well as its interpretation abilities. Really brilliant. Last summer for her internship, she was a TikTok intern for a boutique agency here in the Chicagoland area. And her supervisor had written just glowing reviews saying that she's always dependable, a positive attitude, always up for a challenge, always willing to learn something new, always shows up on time, and always especially shows up when they need her the most. And she wanted to make it abundantly clear that she is insanely special and talented and a wonderful co-worker. On top of that, last semester she was a creative design coordinator at NEGO, which is our student-run agency, the only one in the Chicagoland area. And she worked across multiple clients, including the Chicagoland Chamber of Commerce, Hero Digital, and United Airlines, the Airport Operations Safety Program. She worked across a number of different platforms, strategic messaging, for doing strategic messaging for social media, internal video boards, posters, and other platforms for these real clients. She was also part of the team that flew to Houston, Texas to document and interview below the wing workers to emphasize the importance of safety. And she put all these videos together. But she also uses her communication skills in leadership roles to help empower others and build community. She's volunteered at the Catholic Charities of the Archdiocese of Chicago, at the St. George Preschool, and she's been the vice president of the American Institute of Graphic Arts. She's also been honored with the National Lee Stickle Honors Student Internship Program, a national society. And she's a double major. She's an advertising creative major as well as a visual communication major, and upholds like 3.9 plus GPA. So I would like you to give a big hand to Nora Cunha. Congratulations. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you so much, Dr. Morris. It's really been an incredible year. I've had such great opportunities. Definitely Inigo. What a great and valuable opportunity to spend time and get real life experiences with an amazing group of students who are just as passionate as you about the field that you're going to be going into. Thank you, Dr. Morris, for leading Inigo and being such a great example for us of what a leader in the field should look like. I'd like to thank Professor Akers and Professor Rudnick also. Every time I leave one of their classes, I have a new energized spirit about going into the field that I'm so passionate about, and having the privilege of being creative in a job. That's something I'm very excited about for the future. And also thank you to my parents for supporting me throughout everything. Thank you.
Congratulations. Now I would like to introduce Alan Ratto, who is an amazing adjunct professor here in advertising public relations, and he is going to present the outstanding advertising and public relations student. Here you go, Alan.
Look at this crowd. This is for my wife. She want to make sure she knows that I'm here. So. This crowd. A-Rado. I'm just kidding. Thank you. Well, I'm honored. I really am. I've only been here, this is my 5th semester. Fortunately, John was able to get me a 6th semester. I'm just kidding. But yeah, this is great. I'm so happy to be here and give an award to one of my favorite students. Actually, I have a lot. It's been fun being here, and I really enjoyed so far my time here. And this is a tough one because I have a lot of good students, a lot. And it's kind of, when I was asked to nominate, it was tough. I had definitely a number of students that I put on my list, and anyone could be winning this award that I put in for nomination. But the one that wound up winning this award, I'm very proud to be able to give it to her. She was in 2 of my courses so far, Principles of Advertising and last semester Intro to Creative Concepts. And she excelled in both classes. She really did. I won't say her name just yet, but funny little story, just a little anecdote. We were working on a project in Intro Creative Concepts, and it was one of those things where, okay, here's the assignment. It was, I think, working on maybe taglines. I'm not really sure, but I think I definitely said, okay, look, work on it in class, and you don't have to present till the next class, which was 2 days later. So just kind of think about it. And about 15 minutes later, she says, can I show you what I got? Can I show you what I got? I go, yeah, sure. But you got till next class to do it. She goes, no, I got to see if I'm on the right track. I got to see if does it work? So, okay. She comes up, she shows me the ideas, and it's like, oh, these are cool. Yeah. Okay, great. I love them. But I want you to spend a little more time on it, So she sat down. She goes, can I come back later and show you some more? I said, no. I want you to just work on it. And that's the kind of person she was. Really go-getter. And always making sure that she was on top of everything. And I could see the potential there for the future for her. So I'm proud to present this award to Ava Doherty. Where are you, Ava? Come on up. Well, come on down. There you are. It's kind of funny. I just saw Ava yesterday. We were working. She's working on a project, and I kind of gave her a hard time. She had no idea. So, way to go, buddy.
Thank you so much. I just want to first say thank you to you, as well as Professor Kamer. You guys have both been incredibly inspiring, and every time I've worked with both of you, I come out just like skipping and ready to do more work. Also, I just think that Loyola's SOC is just unlike any other. I'm really proud to be just a part of a group of students who really want to work and learn and inspire me, as well as professors, supervisors who really push me, and just really make me proud of my work and want to keep moving along in the field. So thank you all, and I appreciate this.
Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, well, that's even better. You can always do screen grabs. Thank you. Okay, get out of here. No, just kidding. Anyway, presenting the award for Outstanding Student in Communication Studies, Joanna Kromick. Joanna?
Good morning, everyone. My name is Joanna Kromick, and it is my honor to present the Outstanding Student in Communication Studies Award. To be considered an outstanding student, of course, one must demonstrate academic achievement, a truly rigorous commitment to study, and really to embody the values of Loyola's Jesuit mission. The recipient of this year's award does exactly that. His record of academic excellence has already been recognized by the Dean's List, both of the School of Communication and Loyola's College of Arts and Sciences. And of course, beyond his own achievements, he is dedicated to supporting the broader student community, as seen through his work as a student ambassador for the School of Communication. Diligent and enthusiastic student, always willing to take the conversation one step further, especially in our argumentation and advocacy course. This year's winner is a senior double majoring in communication studies and political science. Everyone, please help me acknowledge the recipient of this year's award, Gareth Mullins.
Wow, thank you so much, everybody. It means so much to receive this award today. It's been an interesting 4 years, right? Going through COVID, coming back to the classroom, and the years have really flown by. But thanks for our lovely staff here at the SOC. It's been a dream. I've loved it so much, all my time here. And even going back and helping out the community through my work too. I currently volunteer as a communications manager for a nonprofit soccer league. It's very fun. But the mission of this school really means a lot to me, and to receive this award today means the world. So thank you so much.
Next, we have the Outstanding Student in Advocacy and Social Change Award presented by Dr. Elizabeth Lozano, Program Director.
Good morning, everyone. As the Dean said before, this is one of our favorite opportunities to celebrate not only those or that person who had won this award, but every one of the students who had contributed to classes, who had grown, who had changed, who had taught us, professors, how to do things and how to be better human beings. I am the Director of Communication Studies and Advocacy and Social Change. And it is my absolute honor to speak about this particular student. She is one that never takes the easy path or the most troubled. She chooses that which is most interesting, what is most challenging, what is most meaningful for her. And this she has demonstrated in and out of the classroom for all of the time that she has been here. It has been my honor to have her in 3 classes and also to be able to work with her very closely as my assistant. In 2021, when she was taking the first class with me, she approached me and excused herself for not being able to come to class the next week. She explained that there was a rally at Loyola that she felt compelled to attend because it was in support of victims of sexual assault. I thought about it. I congratulated her for her interests. And I told her, this is exactly what we need to be attending to in a social justice and communication class. So we are going. We all went. She taught us all something. She taught us what it means to do praxis. She told us what it means to do the extra step, to do and mean what we study, to stand for victims and survivors, to open our eyes. If she had not said that, I would have not been aware of this because it was circulating among students mostly. But faculty needed to be represented there because this is for everyone, for all of us. But that was just the start. The following year, she was a rich scholar in Rome and also in Vietnam. And she did a whole semester pondering gender equality in 2 very different countries. That same summer, she was one of 2 students who presented the Association of Jesuit Colleges and Universities that we put together, the School of Communication put together. She presented a paper on empathy and communication imagination in the classroom. She was teaching us from what she had learned in classes for us to practice. And now she's doing a documentary, though, mind you, she's not a film major. She's doing a documentary about BIPOC students and staff at Loyola, about their experiences of belonging at Loyola and the challenges of belonging when you're a member of a minority, whether that is race or sexuality. And she's doing that because it matters to her, even though she didn't know how to do it. She's doing that because she understands what it means to be and embody advocacy and social change. She lives it, she breathes it. She takes her decisions based on what is best for most. So it is my absolute pleasure and a little bit of sadness because she's graduating to present this award to Ashley Parks. Congratulations. And here you go. This is for you. Do you want to say it for thanks?
Well, that was really high praise. Thank you, Dr. L. Thank you for everything you've taught me. Being at Loyola has given me opportunities to prioritize social justice for for myself, for my family, for my friends, and I wouldn't be here if it weren't for what I've learned in class and the peers that I've met. I'd also like to thank Aisha as well and Eggy, who's in the audience, for helping me create a documentary about social justice. I've never done that before. It's screening on April 29th with all the capstone projects if you want to come see it. I'd also like to thank Jemima and Hanan, my friends, for coming to support me today. Thank you.
And now let me introduce you the woman of the hour that has been working with Ashley and doing the outstanding work as well with students. I am, of course, speaking about the program director of film and digital media, Ms. Aisha Abulazam.
Hi everyone, how are you? How are you? I'm a morning person, but today I'm not. So hang in there with me. I kind of want to echo what everybody's been saying. Everybody in this room should be proud of themselves. So pat yourself on the back. Seriously, regardless if you win an award or not, this is a great honor to be nominated. And I've had so many incredible students. So I want to start by talking about the film program a little bit. And those of the students that have had me know that we kind of have therapy sessions sometimes, because people, when they think about film, people who don't do film, what do they say? They go, oh, that's fun. And you want to rip your hair out because it's fun, but you're also casting and you're writing and you're crewing up. And one day an actor doesn't show up. What do? You have to call in a backup actor, and then you lose footage on a hard drive. So yeah, we have therapy sessions. Absolutely. Okay. So I do want to say that filmmaking is a gift, but it's also challenging and it's rewarding. And so I'm so excited to talk about a particular student today that came into my directing class last year. And he came in, and I wasn't sure of this guy. He comes in, but he stuck around after class and he asked me so many questions. And he had this drive, he always wanted to be on sets. He always wanted to know what's the newest camera, what's the next technology. He's always willing to help others. We keep telling each other at 2 a.m. in the morning, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Same kind of actions, right? Not only that, he started a production company in my class, just like started one, a collective, has over 1,000 on Instagram, makes commercial videos, makes his own films, constantly going. That's what it's all about, exploring what you love and your passion and being kind. But I'm not here to, also, he's going to hate that I say this, but he got into a couple film festivals, so congratulate him. He's sending films out there constantly. But I'm not here to talk about how talented he is. I'm here to talk about how he's a special human and person. And when I think about this person, I don't think about their work. I think about who they are. And I remember as in a part of the film program, we put up events and we have screenings and we have mixers. And this student, we have freshmen come to these events. And I know when I was a freshman last year, I'm just kidding. I know when I was a freshman, I was always so nervous to go to these events and I didn't know anybody. But this particular student would go out and talk to people that were freshmen and make them feel comfortable. So I'm not here to reward them for how talented they are, but how they're a wonderful human. Eggy Sanier, get up here. I know I mispronounced. Congratulations.
Thank you, Aisha. You can't make me cry like this. Hello, everybody. I just want to say all of this goes out to Aisha. Before junior year, I had nothing, and it was Aisha who instilled the flame that the spark was already there, but Aisha was the one who held the match and lit the flame. And if it wasn't for Aisha, I would not be here, and I would not, be the person I am and the filmmaker I am. And shout out to my family who works 12 hours a day, every day at our family restaurant. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here too. So thank you.
And now presenting the award for Outstanding Student in Multimedia and Journalism is Rochelle Rogers, Professional in Residence.
Thank you. It is my pleasure to present the Outstanding Student in Multimedia Journalism Award to Hunter Minnie. Hunter is not here. He's probably working on a story if I had to place a bet. My first introduction to Hunter was as a student in my reporting basics class. Early in the semester, I noticed Hunter looked a little tired. I asked him if he was okay, and he said, "Yeah, I'm okay." After spending up all night covering the newly elected Mayor Brandon Johnson's acceptance speech. He then showed all the students the City Hall press credentials from the night before. All the students were in awe. That week, we were learning the definition of a news story. Throughout the semester, Hunter produced stories that showed an unwavering commitment to essential values in journalism: honesty, objectivity, and most importantly, humanity. Hunter is curious and tenacious, but also has an empathetic approach to his work. As the now deputy news editor of the Loyola Phoenix, Hunter continues to produce outstanding work alongside his colleagues. Congratulations, Hunter, wherever you are. You truly are a stellar journalist that honors the higher standards of the profession. Congratulations again.
Thank you, Professor Rogers, and thank you to all of our outstanding winners. I think you all can see that in terms of the sincerity of both our faculty, their commitment to our Jesuit values, and their love of the students, and you can see how that love is reciprocated, as well as the outstanding accomplishments of all of these students. And as Professor Abalazam was saying, many of you were nominated for these awards, and if you didn't get the top award, please don't think twice about that, and include that you were nominated on your resume. Everyone who is in this room today is such a valuable part of who we are at the School of Communication, and we really couldn't be prouder. Faculty, administrators, students, we wouldn't be here without our staff who put this event together. So let me just do a quick shout out. I see Genevieve. I see you running around in the back. Genevieve Buteau, who organized this event for us. Ashley Gissinger, Assistant Dean, are you here, Ashley? Thank you. Emma Kuplikti, who is our wonderful administrative assistant too, and Associate Dean John Slania, who you'll hear from in just a second. So thank you to everyone who helped organize this event for us today too. So the School of Communication is indebted to generous friends, alumni, parents, supporters of Jesuit education and values, people who contribute financially to provide students with access to their education. We'd like to extend a special thank you to the Gruss, Kimmons, Conrad, Roguski, Stock, Walkowitz, and Wattring individuals and families who have contributed to our School of Communication named scholarships, as well as anyone else who's contributed to our general scholarship funds over the years. So I'm going to read out the names of the people who have won the scholarships these years, this past year. And if you are here, please stand. The Sam Dana Scholarship. Sam Dana was one of our faculty who helped start WLUW, our wonderful radio station. And the award this year went to the wonderful Josie Stoller. The Regina Gruss Scholarship went to Charlotte Bakey and Grace Wallace. Oh, you're here, great. Keith Kimmons was a wonderful staff person who worked in the School of Communication many years, and his memorial scholarship went to Avalon Smith. The Conrad Scholarship was from a beloved faculty member and her family, Beth Conrad, who taught broadcast news for us many years. The Conrad Scholarship went to Olivia Moratz. The Ann Liston Scholarship this year goes to Mira Riley. The Jean Roguski Scholarship, and Jean Roguski was a historic journalist here in the Chicago area, so we are much indebted to the Roguski family. Catherine Raudebusch. We have some General School of Communication scholarships, and the winner this year was Natalia Bakura. In the advertising public relations area, we have been very indebted to the Stock family, who have given multiple scholarships. So I've got several names here: Julia Butkus, Ilea Caraballo, Blake Hall, Vidushi Prasad, Avery Robbins, and Brooks Stulginskas. The Walkowitz Scholarship, another journalism scholarship, Caroline Lindgren. And the Sabrina Watring Public Relations Scholarship goes to Alan Ford. Okay, finally, the President's Medallion. Each year, the President's Medallion honors one student from each of the university's 14 colleges, schools, and institutes who exemplified the meaning of being a true Loyolan. Exceeding not only in the classroom, but also in the world around them, these students add immeasurable value to society by answering the call for leadership, scholarship, and service. It is through helping others that they empower their community, upholding integrity and reputation along the way. This year's School of Communication recipient of the President's Medallion was Natalie Colasan. Is Natalie here? I don't think Natalie could be here with us today, but let me just tell you a little bit about her. Natalie exemplifies the virtues of being a true Loyolan, exceeding not only in the classroom, but also in the world around her. In addition to being a stellar student in our accelerated bachelor-master's program in Ad PR and Global Strategic Communication, Natalie is an experienced leader. She has held leadership roles in her sorority, as well as with Inigo Communications, where she served as account coordinator and managed United Airlines, specifically their airport operations safety program. And I don't know how many of you know this about, but Inigo Communications, which is truly a distinctive part of our School of Communication, has been working with United Airlines for the last few years in some really exciting ways. And the students have flown to DC to help work on some of these safety programs. So Natalie has been a crucial part of that too. Natalie also empowers her community with her communication skills. She's managed after-school activities in the Blessed Sacrament School and Parish, supporting underprivileged youth in Jamaica as a social media assistant, website designer, and mentor at Radar Relief, and served as marketing and communication intern at Make-A-Wish, Illinois. Natalie shows she understands the power of storytelling to capture people's feelings and make a difference. Congratulations, Natalie. We are proud to have you as a member of our School of Communication community. Congrats. Okay, next, Dr. Lee Hood. Our wonderful professor in multimedia journalism will recognize the new members and the graduating seniors of the Communication Honor Society Lambda Pi Eta Beta Rho chapter. Lee?
Thank you very much, Elizabeth. Let me find my place in the program. And I have got the Honor Society officers with me, so I'm very happy to have them here. So as Dr. Kaufman said, my name is Lee Hood. I have the privilege of serving as the faculty advisor for Loyola's chapter of the National Communication Association's Honor Society, Lambda Pi Eta. The Greek letters behind the name Lambda Pi Eta symbolize what Aristotle described as the three modes of persuasion: logos for logic, pathos for emotion, and ethos for character, credibility, and ethics. Among the goals of Lambda Pi Eta are to recognize, foster, and reward outstanding scholastic achievement and to stimulate interest in the field of communication. Members of Loyola's Beta Rho chapter of this honor society are undergraduate students with a 3.25 overall grade point average and a 3.5 average in their communication major, and graduate students with a 3.5 GPA. So this year's officers, who have been a really outstanding group: Kiara Williams, who has served as our very energetic and forward-thinking president this year. We also have Isabella Yarbrough, who has served as an officer. Megan Walsh has served as an officer. I believe you're the social media officer and has done some really great posts to keep our community informed on what various members of the Honor Society are doing. And then we had two other officers, Kenna Ziegler, who I understand is working today, and Misha Donnelly, who is in study abroad. And so anyway, we have 15 new members joining the Honor Society this spring, and some of them are here today. So I'm going to jump in the program. It's got the graduates listed first, the graduating students, and then it has the new members. We're going to introduce the new members first. As I call your name, we would like you to come forward. They will get a membership pin. They will get a certificate, and if they're graduating, they will get honor cords. And so I'm going to ask you to hold your applause until all of them have been recognized, and I'm going to ask the students who come up to please wait. And what we will do is we're going to administer the pledge to the new members before we give the rest their honor cords. And I apologize for any name mispronunciations. As a broadcaster, it's important to me to pronounce their names correctly, but if I don't, please forgive me. Genevieve Brecht, Ava Chandler, Ava Doherty, Delaney Duffy. You're going to need to make sure we've got the right person. So check to make sure that we've got the right name for you. Henry Goose. George Gustafson, I know, is not here because he is somewhere in Europe on study abroad. Lily Kaya, who is graduating. Vivian Klosk. Riley McClellan, Isabella Nordstrom, who I believe I saw, there she is, Marissa Pinella, Annalise Petrelli, Alexander Prodo, Myra Riley, Preston Sarnecki, who is also graduating, Julia Sodor, and Charles Zajac. Charlie was in my class. So what we are going to do is we are going to have Kiara administer the pledge for our new members, and then we will take a group photo, and then after that we will award the other cords for graduating seniors.
Please raise your right hand. Do you accept the challenge to maintain the high academic and leadership standards set forth by Lambda Pi Eta and to serve as examples for the achievement of excellence in the field of communication? If so, please answer, I do. Welcome to Lambda Pi Eta.
So somebody might be taking a picture. Are we taking a picture back there? Yes. So she's coming up to take the picture. You probably are going to need to move a little closer together, shorter ones in front, you know how that routine goes.
All right, everybody smile. One more.
I am very happy to present the new members of our Honor Society, Lambda Pi Eta. Welcome. Now, for the students who have been members and are graduating this semester, they get honor cords to wear at graduation. We have not taken them out of their little sleeves so that they can remain pristine. And I know that some of them are here today. I'm going to give everybody's name, but again, please hold your applause until the end. And if you are here, please come up to get your honor cords for graduation. Nicolette Anna Cheney, Alyssa Armanino, Rose Laura Bazil, Katerina Boskovic, Olivia Brand, Amelia Bergstrand, Eggy Connie, Catherine Caputo, Matthew Kavanaugh, Natalie Collison, Greta DeLon, Carolyn Azak, Emma Ferrigny, Madeline Gano, Maya Gerderi, Grace Gradowski, Marcella Griffin, Ashley Hornback, Eve Javinsky, Nicolette, sorry, I'm on the wrong line, Lucas Kim, Melina Katsiopoulos, Madeline Litka, Samuel Ludecki, Sarah Mahaney, Isabella Martirano, Brody Malia, Madison Miranda, Olivia Mraz, Gareth Mullins, Alec Orndal, Natalia Pakura, Vidushi Prasad, Caroline Shasek, Sedona Shipka, Jackson Slaughter, Brooke Stolginskis, if I didn't butcher that too badly, Alyssa Suarez, Gabriella Tolimeri, Julia Vitali, Caitlin Wagner, Megan Walsh, who you met earlier. So Megan, go ahead and take your cord. Elizabeth Winchester, Kiara Williams, who I skipped in the list, so make sure to keep one for yourself. Hannah Winter, Isabella Yarbrough, who you met, and Kenna Ziegler, who was another officer. So it is, and also I noticed, so the people who graduated in December got their cords then, but I saw Frank Swarowski, who was a member of the Honor Society, who graduated in December. So because you have heard some of these names before, it's not an accident, because these are students who are really outstanding in a number of ways and involved in a lot of different things. So we're really proud of all these students. So please congratulate the graduating seniors from Lambda Pi Eta. And we do not want to hold up the ceremony, but I'm going to ask each of you to meet with the current officers who are over there, and will note that you got your cords so we can make sure that we have accounted for all the cords and those who aren't there to do. Do we want to try to take a picture of all the graduating seniors? Is that, let's have you come over here. And then we are going to call Dr. Kaufman back up to talk about the honor graduates who have university-wide honors. But give us a minute to take a group photo of all the, this is a big class. So when I first took over the Honor Society, we had 8 students and they were all graduating. So the fact that we've been able to get a really good group of students and grow the Honor Society has been really rewarding. And Ryan Plecha, who is a graduate student, has been an amazing help in so many different ways in the school. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Hood. And
Just sign up to let her know that you got the cord.
And congratulations to everyone. And 30 years from now, when you find your honors cord in the back of a closet somewhere, I hope you remember that it is indeed because faculty and the university recognize all the hard work you did. You stayed up late, you got those higher grades, and committed to service and those judgment values that we think take so seriously. So it will matter 30 years from now when you hang on to that cord and maybe share it with somebody. Okay, so now let's keep just a quick mention of the honors program graduates. We have an interdisciplinary honors program here at Loyola, and it consists of a specific sequence of courses intended and designed for high-achieving students seeking a challenging academic experience. Honors program students live together in a living learning community, engage in service learning projects, and engage with their peers, faculty, and the greater Loyola community. We are honored to recognize the School of Communication students who, in addition to fulfilling these school requirements, graduate this May with a rigorous and selective academic program. I myself majored in political science and English and was looking towards a career in journalism, and so communication is all about interdisciplinary thinking across our area. So it's not surprising that we have so many of these students, and they're honors graduates, and they're listed in your program. Students graduating cum laude or with praise have earned an overall scholastic achievement of at least a 3.5 out of a possible 4.0 grade point average. Students graduating magna cum laude or with great praise have earned an overall scholastic achievement of at least a 3.7 out of a possible 4.0 grade point average. Students achieving summa cum laude with highest praise represent an overall scholastic average of 3.9 out of a possible 4.0 grade point average. All students who have earned these different laudatory status are listed in your program. And I still remember when I graduated from college that I squeaked by like 0.01 points with getting just a cum laude, just with honors. And I was so happy to have even made it, and a little surprised to have made it to that level too. So congratulations to all of our honors winners. All right, finally, last but not least, every year we recognize an outstanding teacher, and we also give a Dean Service Award. But this year we really combining them because the person who is winning this award demonstrates both qualities so well. And to tell us a little bit about the Outstanding Teacher Award is our Associate Dean, John Slanio.
Thank you, everybody. I didn't come anywhere close to a grade point average to get any award, but I'm still up here, so that's good. So the Outstanding Teacher Award, the way the process works is that the students are asked to nominate the teacher that they feel has really, been influential to them and inspirational, and then the committee that is selected are the past winners of the award. They go through the nominations and they vote to select the winner. So I do want to announce the 5 nominees. It's kind of like an Academy Award thing. So the 5 nominees were Dr. Elizabeth Lozano, Professor Robert Akers, Professor Molly Tullis, Professor Randy Minkoff, and Professor Michael Cullinane. Now, Dr. Lozano and Professor Akers have already won this award. The three that were really left on the list were Professor Tullis, Professor Minkoff, and Professor Cullinane. And I'd like to announce the winner of this year's award is Professor Michael Cullinane. Now, I've had the real honor to know Michael since 2013 when Loyola School of Communication started a partnership with Senn High School to help develop a journalism program. Basically, the way this worked is Michael got what I would call like a classic bait and switch. He was hired at Senn High School in 2013 to teach English. He's a writer. He's published a number of short stories. He's very talented. But 3 days before the start of the semester, they said, we want to start a journalism program, and we want you to head that journalism program up. So Michael's like, okay, here we go. So I was able to come in with other professors, and we helped develop that. But Michael really was so talented. He really flourished. One of the things that he did in his career is he came back to Loyola to get his master's degree in digital media and storytelling. And then I really saw him blossom because he went back and really had his students doing these really wonderful videos, Senn TV, and half-hour TV show, and they really were inspired by that. So I was really fortunate to be able to have Michael come here as an adjunct and teach, reporting and writing and critical issues in journalism, and to really bring his inspiration here. And the nice thing about it is that Michael's students at Senn High School, where he teaches during the day, and Loyola, where he teaches at night, were able to partnership and work together. So it was really kind of a nice way for the college students to really help, work and mentor the high school students. So Michael is really an award-winning teacher on both levels, both here at Loyola and both at Senn High School, and also the distinction to being the first adjunct to ever win the Teacher of the Year award. So I'd like to bring up Michael. Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone, so much. As John said, I had not expected when I got hired at Senn to work closely with Loyola, but it was one of those happy surprises that really changed my life. And besides maybe my wife and kids, I don't know that anyone's had such an impact on me and my everything as you have, John. So thank you so much for that. I remember being very nervous when I started teaching at Sen, and when we started the program, and when I started at Loyola, and when I had my first online class, because I started teaching during the pandemic, and then first in-person class. And every time it felt like the students, the faculty, they all welcomed me so much that it just felt like home, and has become such a special place for me. So I'd just like to thank everyone, students and faculty, for all you've done for me. It's really been game-changing. So thank you.
I'd like to say one more thing. You give a SOC professor a microphone, it's always a dangerous thing. So I do want to also, I want to say thank you to our interim dean, Elizabeth Kaufman. She has guided us for the past 2 years, and I really want to recognize her enthusiasm, her energy. She helped a lot of things on the curricular side, helped to create a new digital advertising master's program that's going to start in another year. She's done a lot of work to really find money to upgrade our technology, and really has worked hard to try to improve our school here. And I just wanted to have everybody give a round of applause and thanks to Elizabeth for all the hard work she's done over the past 2 years.
Thank you, John. Much appreciated. And I wanted to add that our relationship with Sin High School and you, Michael, thanks to Dean Slania, we had a McCormick grant that helped pay for it all and helped that relationship grow and build. And I know we've had, I've taught a class there. We had the film faculty just screen their short films there, and the journalism program has grown because of your commitment. So we've maintained a long relationship to Sin High School. Professor Hood told me that there was one name that got left off the list that she wants to announce.
So sorry. For Honor Society stuff, I get a bad grade today because I left off Crispell Franco, who is one of our graduating members. So I'd like her to stand up and be recognized. And for you guys who are just joining the Honor Society, or those who are graduating, I want to remind you that it is a lifetime membership in the Honor Society. So once you are a member, you are never not a member. So welcome, and remember that for your whole life, whether or not you keep track of the honor cords.
Great. Thank you, Lee. All right. Well, that does it for us today. Thanks again, and congratulations to everyone for their achievements in academics and service and outside events. We just couldn't be happier and more proud. So go and enjoy the weekend, and we'll see many of you at graduation. Thanks. Yeah.